Hi, guys. Good evening. It is Friday, October 22nd, 2021. Where has this year gone to? It has gone by so fast, but yet it seems like it's kind of like slowing down. It went by very fast, and it just seems like at certain times of the year there's a point where you know when things speed up, and then all of a sudden it kind of slows down, or maybe we probably expect things to continue to go in the same space that we've been used to. So just a little bit about my day and some of the accomplishments you know, that took place today. I'm pretty satisfied, although the day is not complete, because I'm still going to go and continue to do, some more writing and just kind of filter out some of these thoughts. But yeah, I was able to go to the gym. I met with a trainer. I have to go back next week again, first out of two installments kind of thing, because on this trek to really get healthy and to get to become physically fit. So the importance is that for our health, it's not just the physical aspect, but it's also the emotional, it's the mental, it's also the social as well. As a matter of fact, I am working on a dissertation to support the impact of social emotional learning on students' conflict resolution skills. And I am reading a lot of the literature on social emotional learning, emotional well being, social emotional well being. And, when we think about that construct, we're not just only referring to students or school age children, but believe it or not, adults can be impacted. As a matter of fact, as social beings as we are, this is something that impacts our everyday life and everyday living. And one thing that is just really resonating with me from some of the recent literature with regards to my theoretical framework is just looking at this idea with regards to how culture or our socialization, traditions, and upbringing, how all of that can actually impact the type of emotional information that we exhibit or that we give off. And specifically referring to also to students within the classroom setting and classroom environment. They go into the school environment with you know what they know best, their culture, you know the ways of doing things and ways of knowing and ways of acting and responding to certain things, and then you bring that into the intersection of school, and then we they have to interact with people that may or may not be familiar with their culture. And then when you think of all of those kinds of things, you think of all the misperception that can come about as a result of lack of information or lack of insight or lack of knowledge. So it's a really good piece of write that I'm doing, and a good piece of information that I am reviewing to support my theoretical framework, which is my chapter two portion of my dissertation. So, basically what I'm doing, um, I'm actually looking at this countertop and just, you know, um, yes, just clearing things off that are kind of like in my way. So yeah, so basically what I'm doing is just continuing to revise those chapters, chapter one, two, and three, um, prior to actually being able to do my research. So basically when that approval comes through for me to get my research done at my local context, I want to be up and running. And so that's why there's the importance of making sure that those first three chapters, those three out of five, total of five, are solidified, are solid, are grounded and rooted, so that if somebody were to look at it, they'll know A, B, C, D. There's a process, there's a method to the madness, so to speak. I don't want to say madness, but there's a method to everything. So yeah, so going back to my day, like I said, I was able to go to the gym, went to Starbucks and just got into, just reading the literature, revising, writing, planning, and, just kind of thinking about next steps. And the next steps is going to be for the next step actually is going to be for me to come up with an outline for my chapter three. And that's the really important piece of it. um, so that's what I've been doing, and just like I said, just thinking about this cultural, incorporating the cultural piece into the dissertation and into the review of the literature, and just kind of seeing the importance, with regards of how the potential participants, their lives, are just, that's all they know, and that's all we know, really. Culture, that's what we bring to the environment. So that is one piece of processing and thinking that has just kind of resonated with me throughout the course of the day. And it's a huge piece, and it is something that is very important. And I think once we as educators gain insight to the cultural realm and the cultural domain, I think a lot of things would be made, it would be simplified for us. And a lot of the wonderings and a lot of the questions that we may have or had, surrounding the students' behaviors can, just can be answered when we just, take a look into that cultural domain and cultural entity. Yeah, so I don't know. I am still going to take a look and see about the comments portion of this video. I would love to hear your feedback. Please be patient with me. Like I said, this is probably like the fourth video I'm doing, for this. Yeah. So starting a channel. Remember previously, like last year, I was just doing recordings, not knowing what I was doing. And for instance, people would say, my son would say to me, "Oh," he would say to so and so, "Oh, by the way, do you know that she has a channel?" And I would argue and say, "Channel? I don't have a channel." But just the whole idea that of recording something and putting it on YouTube, that's a channel. Not that I really had any names for it. So today is Friday. It's the weekend, and yeah, hope your weekend is going great. Um, hope that it was reflective, and never mind that you know you weren't able to do all the things that you set out to do. But to me, something is better than nothing. And yeah, it's about being healthy and being focused and being grounded and being whole. That's a key piece. Being whole is important, and it looks like I'm going off on a different tangent rather. But yeah, have a safe weekend. Have a wonderful, loving, peaceful, joyous, relax, relaxing. And I always like to say reflective, because the reflection piece is very important because to me, it's a way to summarize and to close and to bring closure to a lot of, open ended and, kinds of things. So, yeah. Well, as always, I'll say it, I guess everybody says, please like, subscribe and, share if you'd like. But, like I said, I am not doing any of this to monetize. I basically, am inspired to do certain things. And, if one person is encouraged by what I've said, hey, then I've accomplished what I've set out to do. So have a great rest of the weekend. Thanks.